it must be difficult though, because then you pigeonhole yourself, and it's like then people see that side of you, and it's like, right, if you catch me in a photo with jewels on or with holding an alcohol beverage, like just judging you, like allow me.
That's
bro.
why I even got to a point where Lecrae, he like stopped referring to himself as a gospel artist. He's just like,
I'm just a rapper.
I'm just a rapper, and I just happen to be Christian. Like I can still make music with the Meek Mills and the Little Waynes.
But if I talk about God, my record won't get played, huh?
And I look at Donny now. For him to get his way back in, he's trying to use the gospel.
Exactly.
I don't believe Kanye, man.
Nah, it's a big.
Do you think it's his way back in?
Bro, that's the best way back in.
I don't think that's his way back in, man. I think he could have done regular music and still came back.
Yeah,
his fan base is too strong.
I feel like as big as Kanye is, he could have done anything.
He
would have still won our hearts regardless.
Yeah, because like if people are really cancelling him, like then cancel his apparel, innit? Yeah. Cancel his crepes. Because he's still killing it.
Yeah, he's still killing it. And the music he's about to release is going to be
his net worth has increased like
one of
quietly.
the highest paid rappers this year.
Yeah, his net worth has increased quietly.
So he's not as cancelled as people.
I wouldn't say I wasn't maybe leaning towards the cancelling as much, but what was the last album? Was it Yay? What was it?
Yeah, the Yay, and then Kids See Ghosts with Cuddy and.
That's probably the one people liked the most out of the two, but it's been a little bit. The music game ain't that banging.
He does
so there was still.
He doesn't have a chokehold. Even like Pablo, there was a lot of like that came out. I like Pablo, but there was mixed reviews on it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because it was feature heavy. That's what it was.
It's a Kanye out. Like it's Kanye.
He had No More Parties in LA.
Yeah.
Was it 24 Hours? He had bangers on there.
No. The Life of Pablo was.
And he had a song with Chance the Rapper with that banging verse.
Ultralight Beam.
Real.
Whoa!
Wallows.
I can't even get it out because if I trip, I got a list.
You need that on your soundboard, you know.
If I get to
the Wallows,
so I got a list. If I get too excited, I'll do him.
Why is it always me?
Why always me, Mario Balotelli? Do you know what? Yeah.
What were you trying to say?
Ty Dolla $ign.
Real
What
friends.
is so hard? I'm saying Daipoco, Braxoto. And do you know what it is though? I went to Spain and I had some sangria, you understand?
Okay.
So shout out
Man
to
had
Lolita,
too much tapas and that.
And Fernanda.
Ty Dolla $ign,
Oh,
yeah.
Chile Fernandez and them, man. They just come back and mess themselves up.
Torres and them dons.
Ty Dolla $ign was on that album.
Even like that, the Panda remix as well.
Yeah. With
And he made the Panda song even
What
bigger.
happened to designer though?
To me, turn.
No, he actually could make music.
A banger.
Yeah, it was a banger. It was a banger.
I don't know, man.
I feel like the remixes that Pete producers made were better than that.
Remember the cipher though,
Yeah, the
where he was,
cypher was better than
where he
the
was
actual song,
clicking. I was like, this is a mad kind of
said,
prayer.
leave
Like,
it.
this is a mad ritual. Like, what's going on
He's
here?
doing too much.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
You are right. Kanye wasn't cancelled, but I do feel the music since Life of Pablo was a little bit. It was weird. Like he didn't do well with the Nas album. Tiana's Taylor rollout was a bit weird. So
you had gone through that phase where you were like, yeah, I'm not listening to his albums.
yeah, I was like
The Yay, where everyone went Wyoming, and then obviously
You know why? Because I
the
was
Drake
like-
album, and he was like dissing Kanye heavy on.
Because Donny was, I feel like he was like, he's too big to be doing stuff for attention like that. And then people going, oh, he's mentally ill. I was like, but then Donny would say, I'm not taking my medication. I'm like, but he's playing with us, innit? So I'm like, you know what? If I feel like you're playing with me, I'm just going to leave it on back off. So I'm not even entertaining. That's what it was. And
The thing is that like I feel like there's a lot of men that have medication to take, but they don't take it. Naturally, men aren't good at
Taking their medication.
medication.
bro, you should see me take a paracetamol. I have it on the side and I look.
Even now I don't take paracetamol.
And then I look again. Yeah, I'm not on it.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? So like,
that's it.
the thing is, the man will have a headache,
Headache,
and be
Lemsip.
mad
So
quiet
Lemsip.
about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But a woman go in a handbag, yeah, you'll see bare things. In there.
Tylenol. They have everything.
Bro, if you
When a Donny at work comes up to me and is like, "Oh yeah, do you have paracetamol?" I was like, "There's bare women in the office, and you're coming to me for paracetamol."
And the way he'll ask you, like, he's asking, "Right, you got two in the queue." Like he's not really asking you.
He's ashamed to be
bro.
asking you
Yeah.
that. Hey, don't tell no one though. Give me some painkillers, bro. Where's the pain
Yeah,
still?
so like back to the Kanye thing, I just feel like, yes, maybe he doesn't have a grip on the game as he once did, but even like now, you look back at his run from when he first started to when he first started to decline. He had one of the best runs.
No, yeah, that's
Do you know what I'm saying? So like his fan base is still crazy enough to You know what I mean? Without even having people saying like, oh, he's using the gospel angle to kind of get back into, maybe with the black community.
It's definitely working, bro.
It's arguable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, new album.
We'll see.
Or I don't know if it's a new album, but he's announced something. Jesus is King. October the 25th.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm sure we'll sit down and review it and we'll like unpack it properly and get into it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know the praise thing that he does, on a Sunday, the Sunday service.
Yeah.
Some of the flips that he does,
They do look lit.
I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo.
No, the thing is,
This sounds lit.
Like, his musicianship has never been in doubt, but I just feel like he
It's his
plays
character,
too much on.
like-
He plays too much on the public. Like, he plays on the madness that his craziness. He plays on.
And you can't
all
tell
these
me you don't know what you're doing when you're wearing a MAGA hat. Like, you know, innit? And don't think his ego's so big that he feels like he could probably get away with it. You can't, bro. Like, that's those are things that like when we're like,
Of course.
I was like, and then you go and give TMZ the moment and then be upset when they kind of use you because you try to use them, and then I misspoke. I didn't say slavery was a choice necessarily. Probably like same thing where we got on Jay-Z. You know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what you mean. Don't let them use you in it, but you try to use them. And just a clean segue, because speaking on Kanye, do you see the clip of him like arguing with a small argument of Kim?
Yeah,
about her dressing sexy and that.
yes.
What do you not think about that?
He's stupid.
Do you know what? Yeah, I see both sides.
No, he's stupid.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, because at the end of the day, we've seen like a 30-second clip of them like talking about, you know, him wanting her to change how she dresses, and I understand that this is what you designed, innit? This is what you were pushing. This is you, because when they first started going out, I remember that he was like really orchestrating her wardrobe and what she wore. He wanted her to be like this icon, you know, the next whatever that people will remember in years to come, like this sex symbol. Dress her as sexy as possible, and now he's on a different journey. The thing is that they're married now, right? And they've been married for, let's say, 5 or 6 years. They first started going out in, like, let's say 2012. People are allowed to change, innit? Like, and when you're in a relationship, you both grow together. And if he has an issue with how she's dressing, like when we first got together, no kids, we were going out, we were having fun. Even his dress sense has changed. Well, Do you know what I'm saying? So like,
that's because that nigga got fat. That's because of comfort.
He started doing lipo.
It don't matter. Like, I'm just saying, from a natural element, as a husband, you're gonna want to see certain changes in it, and you're gonna reflect that over to your wife. His approach may have been wrong, but I'm just saying that people do change in relationships, and they want something else now. They want you to kind of grow out of that and maybe rebrand.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not ready for it, so I don't think that you should have those conversations in a public forum.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like, that's on, I don't know what it was, but I'm assuming it's on keeping up with the Kardashians.
In that situation, like, bro, the rollout there already for the divorce is plain to see. Like, I know it sounds horrible. That relationship ain't gonna last. They're not gonna be happily. They're not gonna live. That relationship ain't gonna till death do us part. The rollout's already. The mental breakdown. The fact you've admitted that she borrowed you money. All this like narcissistic, manipulative type behavior. They're putting it slowly out within the keeping up Kardashians. So when they do it, everyone's gonna side with her very easily. Some points you raised about like being married and that. So what? Because you were sexy as a girlfriend, fiance, you can't now be sexy as a wife. You also got to remember, like, he used her to his benefit. Remember the Bounty video,
but bro,
where he's got her on there naked.
Yeah,
like, when it was time to be sexy for his benefit, you use her.
They're married then. I'm saying that even if he was doing that when they were married, I'm saying that in a marriage or in any relationship, after some years, people are going to change their perspective. It doesn't matter, innit? Like,
but she might not be growing at the pace he's at.
All right, let me land you. I'm just saying that, like, I'm going to use my parents as an example. Not saying that this is fact,
bro,
because I don't know, innit? I'm just saying that.
Where are we going with this?
No, bro, because we're at an age now, where in 10 years' time, you're going to want your partner to maybe...
The same wavelength as you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're referring to,
Like, let's not act like that these aren't people first, innit? And this is not me defending Kanye. I'm just saying that after a certain after a certain time, I understand that maybe he might want her to change. Maybe his approach might be different. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's not like irregular to me for him to want a certain thing for how his wife is, innit? But the difference is that what you've done in the past in the public is going to turn everything against you, innit? Because this is what you wanted. Yeah. And now she's taken that. This is at her most confident, and she's gonna run with that.
And that's her money maker, bro.
And that's her money maker. And she's under threat from younger sister. Do you know what I'm saying? Kylie's the one with the juice.
Come on, when you go out club, you don't see no old bitches, man. You want the young things in there, man. That's what
Kylie's the one that's got the juice. So she's under pressure of keeping up, but she's got her own little rebrand thing going on. You know, she's getting more involved in law and whatever. So that might be a part that he wants to play on it and whatever. But when you dictate how your wife looks, bro, you're gonna have to deal with everything that comes with it.
You're always gonna get pushback, but I don't think he should be shocked at that response when that is literally her money maker. Is how you met her. You've benefited off that as well. Yeah. Like at the example I used of the Bound 2 video. She does anything time something big happens with Beyonce. What's the trend all the time? We'll suddenly get a sexy video from Kim within like 24 hours on Twitter.
It's like Jay-Z coming and saying, "No, I don't want you dancing sexy on stage no more. I'm tired."
And then hear me. So let's say like you mentioned prior to like our little interaction quickly. You said in relationships you grow. He may be growing at that pace there. She may not be growing yet. It took Kanye a while to get to where he's at now. Yeah.
And this is why I was saying that it shouldn't have been.
And she may not get there.
It shouldn't have been discussed in the public. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I'm a little more harsher, is because he's also a whore for attention, and this is their whole thing as a family, innit? So because the Kanye West I fell in love with from College Dropout, I never thought I'd see on reality TV show like this, innit? So you made your bed. It's got 6-inch nails. You have to lie there, bro.
They're
back, using you, and look what's happening.
You looking back, I'm not surprised.
No, I'm a bit shocked. I didn't think I'd get reality TV star.
Looking back,
the way he blew, or the way he went about things,
or how he behaves.
When he was earlier in his career, right?
Yeah, just looking back.
Shocking,
just looking back.
Yeah. Maybe not in this capacity. Like you're in a female-dominated show. Like he's Kanye West. And when I look at the show, I'm just like. Ugh.
The fact that he's even saying that on Keeping Up with the Kardashians is enough for me to say.
And that's what I mean.
He's a vulnerable, like Kanye West.
They're using him.
Kanye West has always struck me as a vulnerable Donny. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he moves with his environment. So like even how he speaks is way different to how he spoke. Yeah, let's say when I heard him on when MTV used to do MTV Diaries.
But he turns up when it's time to turn up, don't it?
Or when I saw him on Fade to Black. It's different to how he speaks when he's on the Kardashians or when he's on Ellen. Like it's just it's a complete different Donny, but he's a chameleon. He knows how to,
because he cares about the opinion of white people. When he's in front of Sway, he turns up, he gets real hip hop in front of Sway. When he's in front of Ellen, it's very light voice, it's very soft. He'll be there in pastel colours, like he'll be, no socks, ankles out. He'll be very well behaved, innit? If he goes to Sway, Timberlands.
You can't be doing received pronunciation in front of someone that's more or less been there in your come up. It doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? So, no, definitely.
I understand. Like, I know where you're coming from. I just feel like my stance is harshness, because, bro, that's all the stuff you wanted, and now you're pushing back. You wanted to change.
Yeah. I mean,
like you said, maybe the conversation ideally.
It wasn't. You have
a conversation private when you're with your partner, innit? It's not something that you have.
This isn't me like defending.
You got lights. What the fuck is this? We're having an argument in front of production crew.
And the thing is that like
started as soon as the
I don't even want people to get misconstrued. Like me, this is like
sound like a real misogyny nigga.
I'm like,
Vans wants the ladies to cover up. I'll say it for him. Yeah.
I'm defending Kanye West. I'm just like this. These are real life situations, and it just so happens that this is Kanye West and Kim Kardashian that are having these discussions. I know that a lot of people have these discussions behind closed doors.
Let's be real. Have any of you had an issue with someone you were seeing or partner, girlfriend, of what she wore?
I've never cared.
But not because she was dressing with you.
Yeah, not okay.
Because she had...
Oh, she had...
See? Things are changing. And bro, do you know what,
you gotta volley it back.
The thing is that I know, like...
real niggas, you know.
I know niggas go nig, and I know a lot of women as well that speak to me in confidence. Obviously, I'm not putting that out anyone's name or anything like that.
Some of your girlfriends be talking to Vans, just saying.
I'm dead.
I've heard shit and how man them move. Like man are
Insecure.
fucking insecure,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
What, you're wearing that to DLT? What H is gonna be there now? You can't dress like that.
No.
And
Facts.
certain man, yeah,
Bro.
they won't mind if you dress in a particular way, but they have to be there.
Yeah.
What does that change? That your girlfriend can't get moved to in front of you?
These times you're gonna go to the toilet and just have next to my man.
Fam, the vultures are lurking, bro.
I'm not saying I'm the vulture. I'm not saying I'm the
She's calling
vulture.
certain man after the rave like, my boyfriend's pissing me off, you know.
Listen, but man are mad, innit?
Yeah.
So you definitely know
So what are you saying?
that these things
At his
happen,
core,
bro.
Kanye West is still a real nigga.
I'm just saying he's a man, innit? And
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what it
how
is.
like
Just a man.
a lot of
But you can't eat your cake and have it, brother. Oh, so
This is how a lot of
dress
man
sex in
move.
front of me. She's gonna feel sex. She's gonna feel confident. She's gonna want to show it off. So sometimes the titties are gonna be out. It is
He
what
was
it
talking
is.
about
Where
paying
that?
for tits and bums in his lyrics, and he was saying, I want you to put the ass on display.
Yeah.
it's just that he's going through his journey
He is.
and he wants her to align.
Yeah, no, what she's doing, see what this is, when the album comes out, she can't like release nudes on the timeline because you're going against my whole holy rebrand, innit? You're gonna affect the sales, innit?
Look at your wife.
Look at your wife's doing.
Look at your wife.
You have to do a photo shoot in church. Or
That's the
something.
first lady of the church messing up, you know.
Look at your wife, man, because I don't even think that Kim Kardashian is too much concerned about how black people see her, because she knows that the masses has her and that brand, and they're the ones that are buying. They're the ones that have got Kylie Jenner to 900 million in a short 2 years.
That's mad.
Yeah, Kylie's gone.
You know,
It's mad to think she don't care about the black public, but they love
bro,
a black man still.
yeah, they
They like
do.
that, they like that black dick.
they're
but
obsessed
no, but
with
this
the
is
black
this
man.
is this is how everyone is across the board. Do you know what I'm saying? They love
Explain.
black culture, but being black, no, they have no parts of it.
Yeah.
Meghan Markle is like, she doesn't even look black to a lot of people,
But the white people know she black.
but the white people know she black.
They remind her constantly. Let's talk about that.
And they've been giving her hell.
She just said she wanted to cry on ITV, and I felt so sorry for her because she came to this
She
country.
looks too brave. She's not ready to be a princess.
Yeah.
No crying on.
I mean, at the
private
same time,
TV.
people warned her before, like, listen, this is what the UK tabloids are going to do to you. There's no point marrying this guy. I mean, I understand that you're in love. You want to follow
What's
your heart.
love?
You want to follow your heart, but at the same time, like, sometimes you have to protect yourself. In life, I'm a firm believer in selfish decisions.
Yeah.
If you know that this man is going to affect you, then don't marry him. But,
Yeah.
I mean, if you love him...
But I think the payoff on the other end was the standard of living she's gonna have.
Oh, yeah, no, 1,000%.
Obviously, before you get into it, you think, right, I'm
She
gonna be a
was living
princess.
well.
Yeah.
But no, she was living.
She was already a
whatever life she
millionaire.
was living prior to this
Yeah.
doesn't compare
But
to the
now
princess.
it's different.
It's
Nah.
not close. She won a blockbuster. She was in a film with Skepta. So let's
Now,
relax.
now
innit?
it's different.
Yeah,
let's relax, bro. Innit? She
but-
won out here.
But at what cost? At what cost? Because like for me, my peace of mind, yeah, and I'm doing well than the majority of the country. I'm doing better than the majority
She's
of the
5% of
country.
people in the world.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like without having to be a princess, I'd rather that than being in like this bubble. She's in a royal bubble, bro. It's different, cuz like literally, like the monarchy in from a global perspective is a different thing.
Yeah.
You can't even go to a rave.
Rave.
Oh, you can. Harry did.
He was in sound back in the day.
Harry used to go Vegas.
Yeah,
Harry
but
used
he
to
was
go-
rogue. He's a man.
He's a man.
And he's on his
Okay,
own.
woman. You mean a woman, yeah.
Do you know
This
what I'm
is
saying?
Playboy era.
But you're a wife now in a royal family. Yeah, you're not like Sarah Ferguson's daughters.
Oh, yeah,
Do you know what I'm
they're-
saying? They
they're
could do
wild.
what they want. No one cares about them.
No one cares about them.
No one's batting an eyelid on what they do. You are Prince Harry's wife. Yeah, direct links to the Queen and that. You can't. You have to be
And
a
she has
certain
been.
way.
She's
But
not.
all she did was be black.
That's what I'm saying.
She's not getting any flack for doing anything other than just existing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Existing
So
while
like
black.
the treatment like that we saw with Kate Middleton, to the treatment that we see with her are completely different
completely.
from doing the same things.
Because one is black and one is white.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's
One's not even full black. It's just little.
Imagine her like being like her
black
mum's.
enough, man.
Imagine Meghan being her mum's complexion, dreadlocks.
I wish.
She
I
never,
Oh,
she never would
she
have married
would've-
Harry. She
yeah,
never would
yeah.
have married Harry.
It
And
would've
she's,
been-
and she's even lucky that she fell in love with the younger brother who will never become king because
She wouldn't have been
shout
able
out
to
to Prince
marry him.
William. All that nigga keep doing is shooting up the club. He said every,
He's even cheating,
every summer
and
reloaded.
he's
not
even
playing, bro.
cheating, and they're sweeping it under the
Yeah,
carpet,
you saw that. I read that whole thing.
bro.
Bro, he been cheating.
But bro, come on, if you're in line to become king, I can't get no side nothing. So I've got to do 50 years. And your dad, did his dad not cheat? He's just following the footsteps, bro. It's part of his lineage, bro. What king do you know that doesn't have extra stuff, bro?
Yeah, the sacrifice is that in a mere 3
woman?
years, you lose your hair. That's the sacrifice.
True.
Come on, bro.
That's facts.
Quick toupee. It's calm.
But that man are running away from toupees, though. They don't actually want it. I feel like they should get it.
I'm pretty sure that
Donald
Prince
Trump.
Charles has a toupee now. It's got to be.
Philip has one, defo. That guy's had a car crash. He's had a seizure.
Bro, man
He's had-
crashed his range. Next day, new one. At 98 years old, why are you driving the range, bro?
And they told him not to drive. Man drove the next
I
day.
don't know how he crashed and he was walking from. Yeah. That royal family scares me, man.
That is power
Niggas
right
stealing
there.
hearts, kidneys, eyes.
Them man are
everything,
drinking
bro.
blood, bro.
Yeah. Allegedly, man, be careful. I like us when we get a bit smashed, but that one is a bit too peppery, fam. That's a bit much, bro. I should be back to the Meghan Markle. Yeah, the conversation it raised online was, should we feel sorry for her? And now we're 5 black men in a room. To some people, it's gonna come across a certain way, but should we feel sorry for her? The fact that she's getting this unfair treatment and attention from the British media.
I'm not shocked. I'm just disappointed.
In them, or
Of course, the media.
I've got nothing negative to say about Meghan, to be fair. Like, I don't
She hasn't
think
done anything.
she hasn't done anything. And I don't think, like, people should rest on the fact that, she had been warned and this, that, and the other. She just met someone that she maybe had a connection with. I'm not seeing it from a fact or from a point of view where she was like, oh yeah, he's the prince. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure Harry never really presented himself in that way. Never. I don't really think that he's the type of Donny that...
Bro, that name precedes you, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that. You're Prince fucking Harry. You're Princess Diana's son. It precedes you, bro. Whether you present or not, that nigga walk in the room, he's a prince, bro.
Yeah, of course. But when you get to meet someone, they might show you something different, innit?
And the added extra is that I'm a fucking prince, bro.
Of course. But, bro, like, we're all human beings, innit? Like, and people have connections,
yeah,
that you can't even see in it. It's just like me, like,
you love a love story, innit? You like love, innit?
Bro, man, at the end
like
of the day,
Disney, innit?
The way he was talking was
not even
real pretty woman.
it's not even in the
Love Actually.
It's not.
And everything.
Do you know what? Yeah, because if life was black and white, yeah. If life was black and white, yeah, there wouldn't be people that are with someone that abuses them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can you see where I'm coming
I
from?
know what you mean, yeah.
So this is what I mean by, like, let's say them two coming together. Like, man, like, this ain't the first person that we've seen Harry with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
the first black woman.
He's been out here, but he's been, it's the first black woman.
So there's a clear difference.
So there's a difference already. But at the same time, they may have had a connection where she was like, you know what, I'm willing to take that risk.
That sounds great, but when you add all the extra stuff outside of that, maybe I'm talking like, like it's like love is a political decision.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like, traditionally you see like, there's that conversation on the timeline about like interracial relationships, and there might be a trend of black men with white women. It's, that's just my preference. I love her. And then you see a thread a year later saying, Christmas, I met the family for the first time and they're racist. Bro, I'm with the black women. Fam, that's your bed. You lied there, bruv. Because don't act surprised when you don't, like, so that's why I say in regards to feeling sorry for her, you can't act oblivious, or we can't negate that side of the conversation where you're married into the royal family. This is an institution, yeah? And if you look in terms of history, even just going, where the Jews from, bruv? All of that stuff is mad. So you can't ignore that just because your life is now lit. Like, it would be mad for me. I don't know if I could do it, bruv. If I had met one of the royals and we fell in love.
But in a small...
To marry that family.
But in a smaller scale, a lot of us marry into, like, ignorant families, innit? Do you want me to start feeling sorry for you now? Because the other family hate you, but you knew what you was getting yourself into, but you still went there, innit?
But the issue isn't with hatred of family, it's the history of the family, that institution, and what the monarchy actually represents at its core.
Yeah.
The Queen can be sat there at Parliament with certain jewels on, certain robes on, and just the history of her outfit is dripped in blood. Yeah. So let's not pretend like we know what I'm talking about, innit? So it's not just, I met you outside Sound nightclub, I love you, let's get married. She's, like I said, she's even lucky she didn't fall in love with William, because the only reason why her and Harry got allowed to get married, I don't care what anybody says, this is my genuine belief, at that level it's still, we decide if we letting you get married, innit? Only reason why she can marry Harry is because Harry will never become king. If he had a chance of becoming king, that marriage ain't going ahead. And that's why I guarantee you, William's going to have another 2 kids. Keep breeding up the place.
And the thing is,
Remember, you got Charles. Remember, the Queen ain't going nowhere, bruv. Remember, Charles still has to have his time, you know, and then William, and then William's children.
Yeah.
And it only takes for one of William's children to have a child. Harry is 15th, 18th. Before you know it, 25th in line. He's never going to become king, bruv.
And the thing is
Never.
that's if you care enough, innit, about the history of the monarchy and so on and
But
so
it matters
forth.
to this conversation, though.
But also, what we haven't considered is that the fact that Meghan hasn't asked us to feel sorry for her, innit? She's doing her thing behind the scenes. It's just this one interview that we've seen since they've been together. We haven't seen anything else.
But and all the other
know
press
what I'm
coverage,
saying?
like them
Press-
getting onto her about like
Yeah,
flying
yeah,
private
yeah,
jet.
yeah, yeah.
It's not just the interview.
No,
The interview
no.
was, I think the interview brought the conversation
No.
tight because we got a perspective and the fact she almost cried.
You're losing what I'm saying. I'm saying that she hasn't come out to the public.
No, Harry
and
has,
asked. Harry's just responding and defending his wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one's asking them to do anything, innit? So, like, that's why I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I can feel sorry for her, but I'm indifferent. I'm like, I don't really have like,
You ain't got a dog in this race. You don't
do
care.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, oh my gosh, like, nah, bun you knew what you was getting into, innit? I'm just like, rah, it's mad because we're just looking at two different cases from this bride and that bride, innit? We know why she's getting the flack. I see something that Katie Hopkins said today. We didn't want you, but you're here, whatever, and now you're costing us money. But I know how she's inclined, innit?
Yeah, so you're not surprised by her response. So
I'm not surprised by her response. Do you know what I'm saying? I spoke to someone the other day and they were like, everyone at my workplace hates Meghan. And when I asked them, they
got
can't give me an
nothing, yeah.
answer. But you know why, innit?
Exactly, yeah.
You just know why.
because what the media putting out about her.
But then, but this is how they view all of us.
Yeah.
And we're even darker.
And that's why
And
I'm like, how
uglier.
do you marry into that, bruv? That's what to me is mad. I don't feel like you can forget that part of the convo, bruv. Like whatever that type of love is,
she's
I'm
American.
alright. I don't want
Yeah,
that
yeah.
level of love, bruv.
She's American.
I don't want that level of love, bruv.
I'm just not like,
That's right.
I'm just not part of the brigade that's scrutinizing her.
I'm not saying bun
Do you know
her.
what I'm saying?
She's
I'm saying
American,
that's a
though.
part of the conversation. I don't think because she on the rug and be like, oh, they're just attack. We know why they're attacking her and why they're getting onto her, and she has even been publicized. People have warned her prior. Like, do you know what you're getting yourself into? Like, what this is going to probably cost you. Like, and what happens? You know, like people when like so many people are against him, he kind of drives them closer. And then she's got Harry in like what seems like he really loves her. That might be enough.
Sometimes love is just more or less the driving
Because there was Donnie was going to become king. Donnie met an
him.
American woman. He abdicated the throne. I don't know what type of love that is. Nigga left the throne because of a woman.
Bro, because at the end of the day, like, he might not subscribe to that lifestyle. He might not be on it. It's too straight and narrow. Like, man wants to feel human. Do you know what I'm saying?
Harry's
Like,
never been on it though. Harry's never been on that royal thing ever.
you know, so...
And let's not forget Harry was in the Nazi outfit as well. Just put that.
Oh,
He was.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
just,
back in the
let's
day.
Let's
He
just add
was.
that as
He
well.
was.
Yeah.
He was.
Before we start inviting him to cookouts and shit. 'Cause I know how some of you blacks behave in it. So
You know.
I'm not referring to you. Don't be insecure. Are you telling me the truth?
I heard that still.
You better know, nigga. Yeah, ER, nigga. ER, hard end.
Have we got some Petrelli potions, man? Pour it up for you guys,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Petrelli, even though I'm doing Stoptober,
Jeez.
I was just drinking spirit in
Shout out
it.
Petrelli potions. Innit?
Yeah, big them up.
You lot
and
getting
that.
some free plugs out here.
Foles is so Nigerian. Anything that doesn't cost is free.
How much is this costing? How much?